Well, we're about 2/3 the way through this project, and I wanted you to see the kitchen at this point. What you'll find when you do these projects is that the space and the feeling of the space changes a lot as you take things out and start putting things back in. You can see at this point that the kitchen, we have the appliances out, everything's gone basically. The cabinets have been refaced, and so that gives us a whole different sense of what the space is like. It's a real good idea to check your design as you go through these different phases so that you can tweak the design if you need to so that it's appropriate for what's happening in the space. For example, what you'll see is that I mentioned that we were going to do dark cabinets. You'll see that we don't have dark cabinets. What we decided was that because we're keeping the floor and we really love the granite and the tile that we've selected, we wanted those to be the stars of the kitchen. So we decided to tone down the color in the cabinets. As we talked about before, there were 3 challenging areas in terms of the backsplash. Let's take a look at those 3 areas and what we've decided to do. As we had talked about before, the windowsill was presenting a couple of problems in terms of our backsplash design. What we decided to do was to cut the windowsill back about 2 inches. It extended out here 2 more inches. So we've cut that back, and what we have decided to do based on the tile that we've selected and the trim that's available is we're going to continue the backsplash over to the refrigerator panel and have it dye into the refrigerator panel. No, we're not going to do backsplash on this side. That's a personal preference on my part. So what we'll do is just take the backsplash over here, and then on this side we've cut the windowsill back as well, and we will have the backsplash go horizontally to meet a vertical line that comes down from the overhead cabinets. So we'll have an L-shaped intersection here. This will be full backsplash, and then the backsplash will continue underneath the window. The third area that we had talked about was the area where they had, in the original design that we tore out, they'd taken the backsplash over and then come down. As I mentioned, we've extended the distance that the eating bar goes out, and so what we decided to do was we don't really need to have a backsplash where the eating area is. So we're just going to bring the backsplash from the overhead cabinet straight down to the countertop. When we were working on the design in the showroom for the backsplash, we talked about the fact that the distance between the overhead cabinets and the countertop is unusually short. It's 15 inches. Generally you have 18 inches there. Because of that, I didn't want to have a lot of activity in this part of the backsplash. I found the metal pieces, the metal inserts that I wanted to put behind my cooking surface, and I really love those, and I want those to be the focal point of the whole design of the backsplash. So what I've done is I have measured the distance down to the hood, and then the distance up for the range will come to the countertop surface height, but it also has a bit of a back plate on it. So I've measured up to the back plate, and now I have the distance between those 2 areas, and that's where my focal point will be. So what I've done is a layout here in pencil so that I can see exactly where to place those things. And this, being the focal point, is going to set up the whole layout for the entire backsplash on this side. Okay, so that's where we are so far in the kitchen. Tomorrow we get granite countertops installed. The day after, they'll install the backsplash and put the appliances in, and our kitchen project will be finished.